Hi, this is Diana from DivineFractal.com, and today I want to talk to you about Oumuamua. So, a quick Google search will show you about 4.8 million results. This story is very popular right now. One thing I noticed when I very first got a message about this story was I noticed that we kept getting the same picture over and over again. And when I looked down close at it, what I noticed was it said it was an artist impression of Oumuamua. So I tried to do some research to see if I could find a real picture, even a grainy one, of Oumuamua. And really all I found was this artist rendition or some version of it by this man, Martin Kornmesser. So I guess that makes sense. It says he's a graphic designer and he works for the Hubble Space Telescope. So, I don't know. Something just kind of makes me question why we have all these articles and they all have just the same one artist rendition. I did some further research and the only thing I could find was this picture that is supposedly a picture of Oumuamua with some filters applied there on the right. And the interesting thing about this is it comes from a children-friendly news consolidation site. So I don't know. I thought that was really interesting. I did notice too that this same exact picture is the only version of it that appears over and over again. And they all have this little marking, this little N10 in the corner. So I don't know what that means. If you know, let us know in the comments. So why is this in the news so much right this moment? Because now scientists are saying the mysterious Oumuamua object could be an alien spacecraft. Only they're not really just now saying that. If you go back to last year when this came out, there was a huge story about the asteroid being investigated by Stephen Hawking might be an alien probe with broken engines. So actually this is not new at all. This is the original theory that it might be an alien spacecraft. So what happened? As it came through, they first thought that it was an asteroid. And then they noticed that it was going really fast, too fast, speeding up. And so they said it must be a comet. But then as they continued to study it, what they found out was, comets have tails, and this has no tail, so it can't be a comet. So what's going on? Harvard researchers raised the possibility that it's a probe sent by extraterrestrials. Sounds ominous. This article came out November 5th, 2018. Maybe it's an alien spacecraft. It says scientists have been puzzling over Oumuamua ever since the mysterious space object was observed tumbling past the sun in late 2017. Given its high speed and trajectory, the reddish, stadium-sized whatever it is had clearly come from outside our solar system. But its flattened, elongated shape and the way it accelerated on its way through the solar system set it apart from conventional asteroids and comets. Now, a pair of Harvard researchers are raising the possibility that Oumuamua is an alien spacecraft. I find it fascinating that they are bringing this up in the public conversation. So for the last how many decades, we have said, no, nothing could possibly be an alien spacecraft. And now all of a sudden, they're bringing it out and they're saying, oh, these are Harvard researchers, people that we should believe, people we should trust. And they're even saying it. Although, as I said, last December, they were saying that Stephen Hawking, who's supposed to have been, a notable scientist that we should believe, was saying it. Anyway, now a pair of Harvard researchers are raising the possibility that Oumuamua is an alien spacecraft, as they say in a paper to be published November 12th in the Astrophysical Journal Letters. The object may be a fully operational probe sent intentionally to Earth's vicinity by an alien civilization. The researchers aren't claiming outright that aliens sent Oumuamua, but after a careful mathematical analysis of the way the interstellar object sped up as it shot past the sun, they say Oumuamua could be a spacecraft pushed through space by light falling on its surface, or as they put it in the paper, a light sail of artificial origin. So, who would have sent such a spacecraft our way and why? So, there's a quote in here about it being impossible to guess the purpose behind Oumuamua without more data. yeah, guys, you think? You think we need more data? It goes on to talk about how Earthlings have launched simple solar-powered light cells of our own. And it mentions this company, Breakthrough Starshot. So I noticed that that's been coming up. Breakthrough Starshot. Yeah. So it says, it certainly is ingenious to show that an object the size of Oumuamua might be sent by aliens to another star system with nothing but a solar cell for power. But one should not blindly accept this clever hypothesis when there is also a mundane explanation for Oumuamua, namely, that it could be a comet or asteroid from afar. So, what do you guys think? Are you tipped off? Do you have some spidey senses, so to speak, tingling that something's off about this story, right? Something's off. So like I said, what first set me off about this story was the fact that I noticed over and over again the same exact picture over and over again. This artist's impression of Oumuamua. Well, why can't they just show us a picture of it, even if it's a dot in the distance? So I found a couple of pictures that are like that, but they're such a dot in the distance, it's really not worth looking at. They could be anything. I don't know if this picture is really Oumuamua or not, even though it is credited as being such. But I'll tell you what, when you look at this picture, if that really is Oumuamua, I could totally see why they wouldn't want to spread this picture around. When you zoom in on this thing, that thing really does look just like a cylinder, doesn't it? So, if it really looks that much like a cylinder, I could see why they wouldn't want us seeing a real picture of it, right? If we saw a real picture of it, we would know that it really is an alien spacecraft. All right, guys, I look very much forward to any comments that you might have about these stories. I love to hear what your thoughts are. Until next time, this is Diana from DivineFractal.com. And be fearless, fill your heart with love, and create art. Love you guys.